always on the brink, yet never reaching their peak. In this new season, they once again look for a place in NBA history. The new faces in Portland, Scottie Pippen, Steve Smith, and Detlef Schrempf, have given the Blazers depth and reliability, a welcome sight to this model team. The Blazers and Jazz, their last meeting, the physical playoffs of last year. Their next meeting, the NBA on TNT tonight. The Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah, where tonight two of the powers in a very deep Western Conference collide as the Portland Trailblazers, 4-0 in this young season, take on the Utah Jazz, who have won 2 and lost 2. Jazz in white, the Trailblazers in black, and the tip controlled by Portland here at the Delta Center. Here is Hornacek getting free inside. Execution, the name of the game for the Jazz. Sabonis, a big figure with 4 on the shot clock, and here is Hornacek with the runner. Jeff Hornacek with his second basket. 16 points last night. The leader was Karl Malone with 29, and the spin moves, and the basket in Portland getting the hoop, and that was Steve Smith. The rookie Scott Paget with a great feed to Malone underneath. He's got the outside shooting ability as he showed at Kentucky. And here is Malone with a reverse layup on the baseline, and the Jazz getting a lot of easy shots inside.
Easy, Dick, because Rasheed Wallace is not flexible. He cannot make a quick movement laterally in covering Karl Malone.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Nice. Pippen baseline. Great feed to Wallace. He saw Malone coming from the weak side and found an open Rasheed Wallace. Soccer player. Here is Paget missing from 3 again. He's 0 for 2 from long range.
Look out.
Here is the open court play by the Trailblazers, and Scottie Pippen lays it in.
That's the one part of his game, Dick, that must improve. He only shoots 41% for his career.
Fall away by Karl Malone, and Malone has 6, and the Jazz lead it 15-9. Wallace gets the rebound, and now pass to Pippen between 2 defenders, and Steve Smith lays it in. And Russell out there who can score. Schrempf with a drive, and Pippen puts it in. A slam baseline follow-up, and Scottie Pippen now has given the Blazers a 19-17 lead. Visiting Portland Trailblazers lead the Utah Jazz by a score of 23-19.
Good thing with the Jazz. They've got their tempo. They've just got to make the shot.
And there's Jermaine O'Neal, who came in for Rasheed Wallace, who come the Blazers. They're up by 7.
Oh, look up, look up.
And a steal by Russell. Stockton working against Anthony, a good defensive guard, and Russell down the middle as the trailer. Bryon Russell with 7 points off the bench brings the Jazz to within 5. For 4 minutes a game. Scottie Pippen didn't have control, and here comes Stockton, 3-on-2 break, and Karl Malone gets the basket and the foul, and once again, a replay of what those two have done the last 14, 15 years. Fine defensive game, got hit in the eye momentarily, and slow coming into the forecourt. Oh, Malone, baby, with a turnaround in the basket, and the Jazz have tied it up after trailing by 7. We're even at 34. Ostertag can't do anything against Sabonis. 2 on the shot clock. Bryon Russell lays it up, and it counts. The basket is good and a foul, just as the 24-second buzzer sounded. 5 on the shot clock. Pippen all over. Russell blocks the shot. And the 107 to go, and a technical foul on Jerry Sloan. Joe Forte. And a technical called against Jerry Sloan.
Yeah, Jerry wanted the shot clock. Foul. He wanted the foul on the shot clock. Sloan felt he might have got a clean block, Dick, but he got him with the body and put him down on the floor.
And there's the game clock with under a minute to go, and Steve Smith. The personal foul will be against Jermaine O'Neal. And they just tossed Jerry Sloan with his second technical.
That was inevitable. Unfortunately for Jerry, you know, he went after the referee who did not make the call. Joe Forte was the man on the call. Mark Wunderlich happened to rotate over there and then had to take the abuse.
Portland, John Stockton puts it up. And Stockton gets the foul. Pippen fouls Stockton with 0.4 of a second to go. That is pure savvy by the 15-year vet. The Utah Jazz. And so we have completed one half of play with the score. The Trailblazers 43 and the Jazz 43.
That first half.
Hornacek with the quick release. Jeff Hornacek now with 11 points. He had a good first half, scoring 7.
That's why we brought up at the top of the...
Oh, pretty. And Malone gets it inside in the basket, and Rasheed Wallace tried to deny, and Malone burned him, and the Jazz come right back.
See, they caught him slipping the screen. Stockton, it looked like Malone was going to set the screen. He fakes and he slips. Now watch as Malone is coming. See, he catches the defender sleeping. You give him a lead, and now brute strength. He just overpowers Sabonis. Watch how he overpowers Sabonis here. He just takes it right into his face, up and in. Now remember, Sabonis is 7'3", 290. Out. Come on, you had 3 guys back there. If you get it out quick, this is where Utah's tough.
John Stockton, the basket. Utah 57, Portland 54. John Stockton leaves it for Olden Polynice, who has come alive. Yet to see action here in the third. Sabonis hitting, and Sabonis can beach inside with the hook shot. He's got a lot of feel for a 7'3" player. Well, Malone quickly gets it out. Paget for 3, and he's got it.
I know points of getting to the foul line, but the main thing is you cannot stop running here. You've got a big advantage, so please push hard.
Jazz by 1. We were tied at the half. Stoudemire having a brilliant third quarter now with 15 points in the game. And after 3 quarters of play, it's the Trailblazers 69 and the Jazz 68.
Shrimp and Scottie Pippen have got to step up here and get some points.
Bonzi Wells with the steal, tapped it out to himself and stuffs it through. Points. 4 on the shot clock, and Pete Chilcutt hits the jumper. 10 on the shot clock. Down low to Chilcutt. Good pass out to Isley, and he hits. Good. The hands of Bryon Russell. And a little bumpy going on as Isley takes it all the way. Howard Isley.
Then he maximizes the problem by getting a technical.
And that's one of the problems that Mike Dunleavy has, is to keep the emotions, both for Rasheed Wallace, but particularly Bonzi Wells, under control.
Good looks at the basket. Everything seems to be rushed.
Bryon Russell hitting the jumper. And Malone looking for Stockton inside. Goes to Russell. Russell putting the fake on Pippen, and gets the layup. He went around Scottie Pippen with ease.
He blew by Pippen and went right up and over Sabonis. 13 instead of 1. Oh, could get put out an offensive foul there. A little flop by Malone. You got plenty of time.
And here is Stockton. Time running out. Turns around and hits it. How often has John Stockton hit a 3 at the end of the half, at the end of the game, or as the shot clock was winding down? Under a minute to go. 2-possession game. Here is Denver Shrimp getting the basket, and now you get an idea why they wanted this veteran. Scottie Pippen fires a 3 and is short with it, and Bryon Russell comes down with it, and they can run out the clock.
Yeah, they needed a score right there, and it didn't have to be a 3. A 2 also would have caused a lot of problems.
And the crowd on its feet, and a foul on Malone with 6.2 seconds remaining. 1 free throw, and the hook shot misses. The game is over. Steve Smith with 26, only 5 in the second half, but the Utah Jazz, the old guys, get it done again. And they have ended the Trailblazers winning streak at 4, defeating Portland tonight by a score of 92-87.
All right, Dick, thanks a lot. Brian, the team off to a slow start this season so far. A lot of people said that it was because of Shandon Anderson and the bench not being strong. Your role has changed, and how has that been?
Come off the bench and provide energy and a spark for us and a little scoring.
Well, you came out tonight and did basically what the coaches have expected you. You had scoring tonight and big rebounds, and you looked like you were playing with a little renewed energy out there.
I'm just out there trying to make it happen. Anytime I get out there, I want to help the team in any way I can, and tonight I did just that.
All right, now Jerry Sloan being kicked out in the second quarter. Phil Johnson's been around just as long as Jerry. What was said in the halftime that make you guys turn it around?
get our heads out of you know what and get out there and play like we're capable of playing and stop making so many mistakes, mental mistakes. And that's why we came out the second half and we played a lot better.
Well, Bryon, you pulled it out quite nicely. Thanks a lot. Good luck in the future. All right, Dick, let's go back to you.
All right, Reggie, thank you very much. Our final score tonight, the Utah Jazz 92, the Portland Trailblazers 87. Thanks to our producer, Jeff Benke, our director, Larry Cam, Marty Aronoff, our statistician. Coming up on Turner Sports tomorrow night. On TBS, Houston hosting LA. Friday night, TNT is the scene where Sacramento goes against Utah. Next Tuesday night, we'll be in San Antonio as the Spurs take on the Pacers on TBS. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern. But coming up next, it's Inside the NBA with Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Peter Vesey. Scores and highlights, and Kenny Smith sit down with Charles Barkley. So for Hubie Brown, this is Dick Stockton saying so long from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. And right now, let's send you to our Atlanta studios and Ernie Johnson.